What a perfect day for a walk in the park. Thank you for suggesting this, Emma.
I am so glad you could come, David. The weather is just beautiful today, is it not? It is not too hot and not too cold.
It is absolutely perfect. And look at the trees. Some of the leaves are already starting to change color. I can see some yellows and oranges.
I know. I noticed that this morning. The air also has that special feeling. It feels very crisp and clean.
It does. It is a nice change after the hot and humid days of late summer.
It is my favorite feeling in the world. I have to say it. This is my absolute favorite season of the year.
You mean autumn? Is autumn your favorite season?
Yes, I love it more than any other. It just makes me feel so happy and comfortable.
That is interesting. I think a lot of people would say their favorite season is summer because of the warm weather and the holidays. Why do you love autumn so much?
Oh, I have so many reasons. For me, it is the most beautiful season of all. I am a very visual person, and I just love the colors of autumn.
You mean the colors of the leaves on the trees?
Exactly. The trees look like they are on fire. They turn into the most incredible shades of vibrant red, deep orange, and bright yellow. Walking through a forest in the middle of autumn is like walking through a beautiful painting.
That is a very poetic way to describe it.
The quality of the light also changes in autumn. The afternoon sun has a special golden glow that you do not see at any other time of year. And the skies are often a very clear, deep blue color. It is just a feast for the eyes everywhere you look.
So you love the visual beauty of autumn, the colors and the light. That makes a lot of sense.
Yes, but it is not just the sights. It is also the feelings and the smells of the season.
What do you mean by the feelings?
I mean the feeling of the crisp, cool air on your skin. It makes you feel awake and alive. It is also the start of what I call cozy season. It is the first time in months that you get to wear your favorite, comfortable, warm sweater.
I do love a good cozy sweater. I have to agree with you on that point.
And the smells of autumn are so wonderful. There is the smell of the dry leaves on the ground, which is a very earthy and pleasant smell. And sometimes in the evening, you can smell the scent of wood smoke from people's fireplaces. It is so comforting.
You are painting a very convincing picture. You are making me appreciate autumn more already.
I am glad to hear it. It is a season that deserves to be appreciated.
So, what are some of your favorite activities to do during the autumn, besides just walking and looking at the trees, of course?
Well, walking in the crunchy, fallen leaves is probably my number one favorite activity. But I have many others. I love everything about the harvest season.
The harvest season. You mean with all the pumpkins and apples?
Exactly. I love going to a pumpkin patch to choose the perfect pumpkin. Then I'd take it home and spend an afternoon carving it into a funny face for Halloween.
That is a classic autumn tradition.
It is. I also love to go apple picking at an orchard. And then, of course, you have to use those apples to bake a delicious warm apple pie. And on a chilly autumn evening, there is nothing better than curling up on the sofa with a hot cup of apple cider or a pumpkin spice latte.
You have a whole list of wonderful autumn activities. You are a true fan of the season.
I am. I think it is the perfect season. So, now that you have heard all of my reasons, it is your turn to tell me. What is your favorite season of the year, David?
Well, you have made a very strong case for autumn, and I do enjoy it very much. But if I have to choose just one favorite, I would have to be a little bit different.
Different? Do you prefer the spring with all the new flowers?
Spring is lovely, but it is not my favorite. My absolute favorite season is winter.
Winter. I am very surprised to hear that. I think most people would say that winter is their least favorite season. It is so cold and dark and gray.
I know that is a common opinion, but I see winter a little differently. I find it to be a very beautiful and magical time of year.
Okay, I am open-minded. You have to convince me now. Why is winter your favorite season? What is so beautiful about it?
For me, the most beautiful thing about winter is the snow. I am not talking about the gray, messy slush you get in the city. I am talking about a proper, fresh snowfall.
What do you like so much about the snow?
I love the moment you wake up in the morning and you look out your window and you see that the entire world has been covered in a thick, clean, white blanket. It is like a fresh start for the world. Everything looks so pure and beautiful.
That is a nice image. It is true that the first snowfall is always very beautiful.
And I also love the silence that comes with a heavy snowfall. It absorbs all the sound. The world becomes completely quiet and peaceful. It is a very special kind of magic that you only get to experience in the winter.
The silence of the snow. I have never thought about it like that before, but you are right. It is very peaceful.
So that is the beauty of the outside. But just like you, I also love the cozy feeling of the season.
You feel cozy in the winter? I usually just feel cold.
I feel cozy because of the contrast between the cold outside and the warmth inside. There is no better feeling in the world than coming inside to a warm, comfortable house after you have been out in the cold.
That is a very good point. The warmth feels much more special when it is freezing outside.
Exactly. I love the feeling of sitting by a warm fireplace with a thick blanket, reading a good book, and drinking a hot cup of tea while I watch the snow fall gently outside my window. It is the definition of comfort and safety. It is that Danish feeling of hygge.
So, you also have a list of cozy activities for your favorite season.
Of course, it is very important. So,
What are some of your favorite winter activities? I am guessing you do not just sit inside by the fire all winter.
No, I love to be active in the winter too. If there is enough snow, my favorite thing to do is to go outside and build a snowman. It makes me feel like a child again.
Building a snowman is a classic. Do you give him a carrot for a nose?
Of course. A carrot for the nose, stones for the eyes, and an old scarf. It is a very important creative process. I also love to go ice skating in the winter, not at an indoor rink, but on a real frozen pond in the park.
That sounds very romantic and traditional.
It is. And of course, one of the best things about winter is the holiday season. I love the festive atmosphere in December, with all the beautiful lights, the special music, and the feeling of goodwill and celebration in the air. The holiday season is a very magical time of year.
I have to agree with you on that. It is interesting to compare our two favorite seasons.
What do you think they have in common?
I think they both have that special cozy element that we talked about. For you, it is about being warm inside when it is cold outside. For me, it is about wearing a warm sweater when the air is crisp. They are both very comforting feelings.
I agree. And I think they are both very beautiful seasons in terms of nature. You love the fiery, vibrant colors of the autumn leaves, and I love the clean, quiet, white beauty of the snow.
They are both very dramatic and beautiful transformations of the landscape. And I think we can both agree that they are a welcome change from the heat and the humidity of the summer.
Yes, absolutely. I am not a big fan of being hot all the time. I prefer the cooler seasons. I would much rather put on a sweater than turn on the air conditioning.
Me too. Well, David, you have made a very good case for winter. You have made me see it in a new, more positive light. I still think autumn is my number one favorite, but maybe winter is my new number two.
And you have made me appreciate all the beautiful details of autumn even more. Maybe the truth is that every season has its own special beauty and its own unique joys.
That is a very wise and diplomatic conclusion. Spring has the beautiful flowers and the feeling of new life, and summer has the long, sunny days and the holidays.
They are all good in their own way. The best part is that we get to experience all of them. The changing of the seasons keeps life interesting.
It certainly does. But for now, let's just enjoy this perfect, beautiful, early autumn day.
I agree completely. And to celebrate this perfect autumn day, I think we should go to that little cafe over there and get a pumpkin spice latte.
Now that is the best idea you have had all day. Let's do it.